Hey gamers, welcome back to another DSP video where we're gonna be watching yesterday's podcast because there's some shit in it that I wanna fucking talk about. Okay, let's get going. Enough of the preamble. Okay, enough. We're not here for that. We're here for the video. Okay, so let's get going. Oh yeah, wrong window. Okay.
And
And
I received a $4 tip, first tip of the day. Someone says, look for a lawyer who would sue your contractor. I can't even speak. Look for a lawyer who would sue your detractors based on contingency, i.e., only if you win. Eat it. I don't know about eat it, but
I don't know about eat it. Like he's so weird about his own memes. But whatever. Okay.
Again, we talked about this for a while. Let's very briefly touch upon this. Okay.
Let's talk about this. Now, I love that we have years of him saying how suing his detractors would be a waste of time. Oh, I sue a detractor and it's a 12-year-old. Oh, I sue a detractor and it's a no load. Oh, I sue a detractor and he can't pay me back. What do I get? $5? Like, he said shit like that. Oh, I sue them and now I'm out of business because I took the time to sue them, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Just ignore the fact that he has told people, you have a winning case, so you should sue. Despite, maybe they don't have the money to do that, but they should do it. But DSP, he can't do it because, he doesn't have the money for it. Even though he has a winning case, right? But I just want to highlight how lame this dude is, right? Because this dude complains so much when companies like Nintendo, music companies, WWE, sends out copyright strikes, claims, all this stuff about over their content. And DSP hates that, and a lot of YouTubers do. I mean, people want to like when Nintendo is copyright claiming everyone's videos. It's like, hey man, I just want to make a money off my video that I made, like a review or whatever the fuck, blah 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 blah. But it's like these decisions are based on CEO corporate decisions that are just like, look, we need to protect our properties and we want to make sure that we get what's owed to us and it's not being taken from us, whatever. This kind of bullshit. Why CEOs and corporations are like, we need the Nuvo, we need DRM. And it's like, you don't need that shit. Like, people are going to support regardless. Like, we could go into this whole debate, I guess. But the reason why I bring it up is that these kind of decisions are the decisions DSP would make in that position. He complains about Nintendo doing this, but he'd do that. He would definitely do that if he could. So I really I don't want to say get offended. It's not like, oh, I'm offended by this, but it's just frustrating, I guess, that this dude has the most corporate attitude about his own content, but goes on and on about how corporations and CEOs are greedy and awful. But this guy acts like that about his own content. Like, if he was given the opportunity to copyright claim everyone's videos, he'd definitely do that if he could. It's just that he would either need to do there's a lot of hurdles, but he'd definitely do it if it was a little button that YouTube gave people. Like, let's say that YouTube rolls out a feature where you go into the dashboard and you turn on a little switch that says, oh, if someone reacts to this, I get their revenue or whatever the fuck. He definitely turned that on. But since it isn't an option, he can't do it. But it's just so lame. He wants about suing people. Like, what's really the issue here? Like, the people who are watching Detractor videos that stay in Detractor videos, these aren't people that are gonna go to DSP streams and give him money. So there's no opportunity that DSP is missing out on, because even the people who start off watching Detractor videos that show up to DSP stream to become a DSP fan to give him money, they're given the opportunity. It's really the debate of how is this theft when the podcast I'm watching is still on his channel. I'm not taking the podcast off of his channel and uploading it to my channel, and that's the only place where you can watch it. Like, that's not theft. Like, it's why people are saying, like, when you pirate a movie, you're not stealing the movie. You don't have the, like, fucking film that the movie's made of. You just have a copy of it. Like, I know all these, like, studios and all this stuff are mostly arguing, well, they're taking, that's a sale that we could have made, even though, like, come on now, dog.
Okay. I have a group of people on the internet that are absolutely, positively, completely obsessed with me. They won't leave me alone. They won't stop harassing myself, my family members, my viewers, my fans, my moderators, anyone associated with me in any remote way.
But why does he think about, like, his mods? Kind of, like, start shit sometimes. But, like, people are saying Darziak's a weirdo because, like, I mean, dude, come on. It's Darziak. He's a little dragon dude. He loves dragons, and he gets off to begging. Apparently, that, I think, like, that being said, over that, I kind of can't believe that's a fetish, like, begging. Like, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. We're not gonna have a fetish thing on this video. Okay. That's where I draw the line.
And so you might say, well, if this is the case, do they ever actually break the law? Yes. Literally on a daily basis, they break the law. They have done heinous things. Case. Do they ever actually break the law? Yes. Literally on a daily. Okay.
Hold on. I gotta hear this again.
And so you might say, well, if this is the case, do they ever actually break the law? Yes.
But I don't harass his mods. I don't harass him. I don't harass his family. I don't do any of this stuff. So what?
Literally on a daily basis, they break the law.
On a daily basis, have prove it.
Done.
Like, again, I love that DSP demands we prove what we claim that DSP does. But this, he never provides proof. I mean, sure, like, yeah, he's been swatted. And, like, yeah, there was a Comcast employee doing, like, bad things, whatever. But he's saying as if, like, all detractors are committing crime every day. Prove that, then. Like, you don't need to, like, and again, even with the swatting, he doesn't have proof of who did it. Like, it may not even have been a DSP detractor. It could have just been some random dude who just swats streamers. Like, we don't even know who did it. And he's acting as if he knows for a fact a DSP detractor did it. How does he know? What if it wasn't? What if it was a false flag operation or whatever the fuck?
Heinous things. They have impersonated me and committed identity theft.
But that's like a crime, and anyone can suffer through identity theft. It's not like a specific thing. Like, you realize people have probably gotten that at one point in their life. But whatever, okay. But again, this story about identity theft has changed a lot. But it was just a read-only document. I guess he's talking about that bank statement, and that's all they got out of it. There was no money taken from him during that. The only money, but it's so weird, right? Because it starts off as like he at one point when he announced it, I think he said like the money he spent to fix it is what he considers money that was stolen from him because he didn't have to spend money on lawyers or whatever the fuck he did to fix this. So that's what he considered theft. But then it changed to they took money from me. I mean, like, okay.
To hurt me and many things behind the scenes you guys don't even know. That's a pretty good one. I like that animation. It got my attention. They have
and this thing saying stuff that happened behind the scenes. Like, at this point, I mean, I've said this like years ago, probably. We just need evidence of this now. Like, he should just tell us what they've done. Like, because it's ridiculous. Because he tells us about all this other stuff that no one would care about. But this thing that this person's doing behind the scenes is so bad, he won't tell us. So are people like showing up to his house? Like, are they sending prostitutes to his house? Is that what's going on? He gets like Like someone buzzes the gated community and says, "Hi, I'm Shelly the prostitute. Let me in. You paid for me to give you an escort." And then these are like, "No! Oh my god, the trolls did it, cat! The trolls are sending prostitutes!" Is that what's going on? Are people are like, what's going on? What is this?
Not even just.
And also, you know what? He says Seattle is rampant with crime. How does he know it's the detractors and not just the rampant crime? Correct?
Doxed me, but swatted me. They have committed mass.
The doxing is like, whatever.
Copyright abuse. They have committed. Well, just to give you an example, right now, is there someone live rebroadcasting me right now? That's illegal.
Oh, look, we are now talking about rebroadcasting. But you know, when he talks about fucking gameplay streams, he says, "It's not hashed out in a court of law." And then when he talks about like when he's doing DS3 reacts, he makes sure to tell us, you know, that like, okay, I don't know why I'm giving like a fucking Valley Girl. It was ruled in a court of law that reacting or restreaming is legal, as long as you're giving commentary. Now, this is like a broad statement, and maybe he's talking just about Raw, but at the same time, you could probably argue Raw, like, depending on which Raw you're watching, like Dark Dave Mirror, I think, Dark Dave Mirror, like, he adds 2 chats to the screen, sound effects that aren't native to DSP's streams, so you could argue that is fair use. And then the Raw stream, you could argue, well, you see, the chat's not in his streams, correct? Like, what if? I mean, I guess you could argue the semantics of the percentage of how much has changed and all this stuff, but you may get a boomer judge that will just say, yeah, that it looks different, and then we'll say it's legal.
Not even exaggerating. I wish it was. Live broadcasting something like this without opportunity for the original creator to get viewership.
What is the opportunity? Again, like, the people that, like, let's say that all the restreamers went away and everyone was forced to watch DSP's streams, right? Are these people gonna give him money? And he has also said so many times how great it is. Like, okay, I banned this guy, then you're going back to the daycare. Like, he said that multiple times. And then he said that, well, the mouse ruler idiots are in the detractor chats, and we are the intelligent ones. Like, he literally called, like, Tevin's audience, back in the day, that they're, like, what? Oh my god. Oh, what did he... Oh, it was, like, not interactive people. I don't remember what he said. He said something really weird, and it was just like, what? And then like, maybe it was just intelligent, like, oh, these people are not intelligent, we got the intelligent audience. And it's like, okay, man, sure you do.
Before you're rebroadcasting it is illegal. 100%. It's not even defendable in court. You cannot live rebroadcast someone without explicit permission. It's illegal. It's violation of copyright.
So did he get permission to restream Summer Games Fest? Did he get Jeff's permission? Did he get permission of June the King? Well, I guess he did technically. But he rebroadcasted June's documentary on Rich and DSP. And he has done this to so many other YouTubers. But again, when he's the victim of restreaming, it's illegal. Not when he does it. He does it the right way. Because he talks. Okay. But he's not really specifying the raw restream.
Copyright. So anyone who's live broadcasting me right now is breaking the law. Now, the thing is, so many people allow it and let it go, now.
Yeah, and again, people probably just let it go because it's like, what is the point of, like, crying about this? Again, like, you can pick and choose your battles, but at some point, you're gonna realize, like, Yeah, this isn't like worth the headache. Like, you know, at some point, just be happy with what you got. And I thought this dude was successful. So why does he care about what restreamers do? I thought we're jealous of him.
In reality, is it a big deal? Well, yes and no. Here's the thing.
I love the fence. In reality, is it a big deal? Yes and no. Oh my god.
I am resilient. I've been around for 16 years. For about 10 of those years, I have been known as the heinous villain of the internet that everyone hates and turned into a joke. It was only until 6 or 7 months ago that changed a little bit, and I am seeing a lot more positivity.
And this is like obnoxious too. The fact that he is so attached to this like fucking delusion that like he was somehow hated before. If that's the case, then why was he debating doing DSP Asks It in 2022? No. 2023. Yeah. He debated doing DSP Asks It then in 2023. He got offers to do all this other kinds of stuff. Like, to the outside public, he's just a clown. And he's still seen as a clown. Like, if you ask anyone, oh, what do you think of DSP? They're probably going to tell you, oh, is that the guy who masturbated? And that's it. And then DSP will tell you, well, that's probably what they think, and that's fine, man, whatever. But they're not saying, like, I'm a scammer. No one said that. No one thought he was a scammer outside of the detractors. Oh my god.
Be thrown my way.
And I also want to, like, let's bully this setup. Look at this setup. So he moves the portal gun on to the right side a few days ago. Well, his left, whatever. Where the fucking Navoom is now. Now he got rid of it, and this setup looks even worse. Like this like fucking weird obsession with minimalist fucking setup. It makes it look bad. Like man, the only minimalist shit I liked was the love seat. Bring back the love seat. But like, look how dumb this is. It's so like barren and empty. But
yeah, these people don't care. They break the law because they benefit from it. Let's make no bones about it here. The reason that these people do it is because they make money and they get popularity off
Where's
of
my money?
Okay, that's why.
Where's my money?
And they don't care that they are literally grooming. I'm going to repeat myself. They are grooming.
Oh my god, then he brings up this shit. Where did you learn this word? Look at this.
That these people do it is because they make money and they get popularity off of it. Okay, that's why. And they don't care that they are literally grooming. I'm going to repeat myself. They are grooming an entire group of antisocial sociopaths on the internet who think.
How are we? Grooming is more like of a direct thing where like it's just like no man, no we're not grooming shit.
I think it's
like DSP does more grooming than like the detractors do. Like, because think about it, man. Think about it. Guys, if we hit the goal, I'll be so happy. Guys, let's hit the goal. Let's smash the trolls. When we smash the goals, we smash the trolls. Yes! That's kind of grooming because you're telling people that you'll be happy getting money. And then if you give them money, it's proving to the trolls you're successful or whatever the fuck. Like, that's kind of grooming. Like a lot of the shit you see when you watch him can be seen as grooming if you want to be negative about it. Like, I'm not telling people, like, guys, let's troll Phil, and if you troll Phil, I'm gonna be so happy. Like, dude, come on. Come on now, dog.
Okay to harm others that they don't like or are programmed or brainwashed to not like.
Wait, what?
An entire group of antisocial.
This is like, oh, man.
Sociopaths on the internet.
So we're grooming sociopaths, you know, people who already have sociopathic tendencies. Like, I mean, come on. And again, he's like as if like people make these videos specifically for that. What if they're not? Is like when DSP did, but and again, you know what? If this is gonna be the goal, the little soapbox to say this is grooming, me making videos saying DSP is a doo-doo head, then what are all these videos of DSP saying, stop watching Keepstar, Stop watching Keemstar! What's that then? Is that grooming? Like, he can't really make this claim when he has done even what he's saying he has done. He was grooming his audience to not like drama content, to not like Keemstar, to not like Ninja, all this other stuff. Like, he even tells people to not spend money on streamers that make a lot of money. That's not grooming?
Who think it's okay to harm others that they don't like or are programmed or brainwashed to not like by this kind of content creation. Okay? That's on the internet, who think it's okay to harm others that they don't like or are programmed or brainwashed to.
So I'm brainwashed and I don't like DSP? I wasn't, though. Again, like, I saw This Is How You Don't Play. That was like the first thing on a Game Trailers forum. And I was like, oh wow, this guy didn't know how to use rations, lol. And then I watched the hardcore gaming season giveaway where he's giving empty game boxes. And I was like, wow, that's kind of shitty. Why would anyone want to get empty cases? and then this dude's like, you're programmed to hate me. I mean, no. And then he tries to, well, people like it. Well, a lot of people like a lot of trash, my guy. And this dude is like, well, people liked it back then. Okay, I don't care what they like. I'm just saying, I think it's kind of shitty to give people like empty game cases. If he got people that like that, good for him, I guess. But it's like, man, it's like not even like worthwhile to like argue the semantics.
Do not like by this kind of content creation. Okay?
Oh,
it is my personal opinion, this kind of content creation should be purged from the internet. Anyone who is making defamatory or slanderous content to hurt others and financially.
So is it defamatory and slanderous that DSP said that Keemstar makes blood money and all this stuff to then say after the fact and after he was on his show, you're a cool man, Keem, I love you. Please come back or whatever the fuck? Like, that's not. So does that mean that what you said before was defamatory? I don't know.
Benefit from it should be banned from every social media site.
But again, he does this too, though. Every time there's like a controversy about a major streamer, he takes that as an opportunity to talk about how he's like such a cool guy. Like, go back and watch when people are bringing up the Dr. Disrespect situation. Like, he talked about himself a lot. Like, everyone else was like, wow, this is like fucked up what he did. He messaged a minor, guys. This is like fucked up. DSP was like, see, these people, they're so big, and then they do some creepy shit. I not like that. I'm a cool guy. I'm down to earth. And this, I mean, Prochair's another example too. He takes that situation and makes it about himself to benefit. Is that not him benefiting off of a major like thing like that?
I ever created. They don't exist or don't deserve to exist in any capacity on the internet. They are a scourge to humanity and are hurting society as a whole.
A scourge.
But I don't run the internet.
We are hurting the society as a whole. There's all these societal issues. To say that DSP detractors that make videos are hurting society is so like, man. I mean, come on. How self-important do you have to be to think like that?
Internet, okay? Is it within my right
run the internet
to actually legally go after these people? Yes, it is. Right now, I could go hire a lawyer and I could slap them with cease and desists and I could sue them for damage.
And again, this is the guy that like has these fucking gaming news segments crying about when companies slap an indie dev of a cease and desist or whatever the fuck. Like, man, this dude would definitely do a lot of what Nintendo has done with cease and desist. You know how everyone's like, wow, this guy made a fan-made Mario 64 game and Nintendo slapped him with a cease and desist. That would be what DSP would do. Slap you with cease and desist because this dude's such a corporate fucking pig. Like this, it's why I don't really like give a fuck about his opinion on unions or anything like that, because he wouldn't do that. If he ran a company, he would definitely not want unions. And he would not give a fuck about the people working under him. Because DSP is a long-time LARPer and fantasizer of being a CEO guy. Like, he would love to be in that position of power. This dude loves power. Like, you see that with how he mods his chat, how he handles the stream. Like, this dude is a fucking sleazy motherfucker when it comes to, you give this guy an ounce of power and he'll go on a fucking power trip. And this dude is like, yeah, if I had the money, I would do cease and desist. Wow, you're so cool, man. This makes you look so cool, man. Like, this is like how you look like a fucking lame ass bitch. Like honestly, imagine how many people would slam YouTubers if they all talk like this. Yeah, I would. Like, this dude slammed the Fine Bros for wanting to trademark React. Which, yeah, it was a dumb idea, sure. But this dude was like, yeah, man, they did that, that's fucked up. But he would definitely do that if he was given the opportunity. Like, this dude is such a piece of shit. And this dude wants to act as if he's such a cool guy. I don't think cool people, like, fantasize about seizing and desisting people. Like, fucking shut up, man.
Images. Because every single person who is actually live restreaming me right now or at any point actually stealing my content without permission, violating copyright law, and concrete.
How is it stealing your content when your content's still on your channel? And he has given permission, by the way. There are videos of him uploading, like, I give permission to do this, and blah, blah, blah. Which is so obvious. He is saying that as a, like, not a gesture. Just, like, an obligation. Like, he's just doing it as, like, as just for vanity. Like, he's just doing it for the sake of it. Not because he genuinely thinks people should have the right to do whatever or whatever the fuck. But he did that so that he doesn't look bad. But he says this stuff which makes him look bad as well. Because who the fuck sits there and like fucking fantasizes about fucking and again, if he wants to talk about copyright law, then he should get rid of all his AI shit he has. Like in the slides. Because those are also kind of in a way violating copyright law. But whatever, you know, whatever, okay.
Really hurting myself and my business. And I could sue them for damages and I would win. Okay? Here's the problem.
Again, I won't forget this. He has a DSP versus the internet video. A family who was like not rich. I mean, obviously they're like, you know, I don't know if they were like middle class, right? But whatever. They were like a struggling family, and they were talking about like that their landlord was not repairing their room or whatever. So like, you know, they were saying like, oh, you could sue them for this, and he was like, look, I don't have the money to sue, and I just want this to be solved. I don't want to do these lawsuits and this and that, blah blah blah. Like reasonable things coming from this family that's like understands it would be very awkward to do that. And DSP sat there and was like, why are they suing them? They have a winning case. Like, they give you a winning case. Yeah, you may not have the money, but like you could sue and make money. And now he's sitting there saying, I have a winning case, but I don't have the money. So why was he like telling these people who have like more of a reason not to sue, you know, that they should just sue and get it over with? But when it comes to suing detractors, well, guys, come on. Like, it's too expensive. Like, dude, come on, man. Shut up.
The court system. It's too convoluted. It takes too long. And quite frankly, going after these people, I'm not going to get that much. Like, let's say, even if I sued the most prominent detractors that I have who are bragging that they're making thousands of dollars a month doing this to me, right?
Thousands.
At most, I would probably get, you know, some of that. I'm probably not going to get all of it, but I would get some of it. But do you understand how long it would take to drag them through court? Years.
Why would you want to do that? See, this is like fucking copyright trolling, basically. Yeah, I want to silence them by like doing this. I would never want to do this. Don't abuse copyright. Like, fucking shut up, man.
That's how the legal system works in the United States. Like, I'd be dragging them through court endlessly. It would take so much time, effort, and money to do it that it's not worth it. Me, I'm a positive dude. I want to focus on positivity.
all this is that the fact that it's not easy for babies, like you can't sue like a baby. You can't be like, all right, sue, bam, done. He's not gonna do it. It has to be like done for him. Like if someone else was doing it on behalf of him, he would be fine with that. Which is kind of fucked up in a lot of ways. Because again, this dude is such a piece of shit. And he's like, why do people hate me? Why do detractors hate me? Maybe don't be such a little bitch about this kind of shit. Like, it would have been, like, it's, now it's too late because he has all these little dumbass rants. Because if he says later on that, well, I could sue them, but I think I'm gonna chill out, and I don't think that's worth it, or whatever the fuck. Like, no one's gonna buy that, and they're gonna say that he's just saying that just so they can look good, or whatever. So it really means nothing coming from him, but the fact that that we are getting, like, I feel there are more times of him, like, fantasizing suing detractors than him saying, I don't want to do it, it's stupid, so what, attitude. Like, because he's done both over the years, but I think that he talks more about suing people than anything else.
And fun and making content for you every single day. Therefore, I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to go after the people who don't like me and who are stealing my content, and I'm going to sit there in court legal battles endlessly. I'd rather just sit here and make another stream and then have fun with you and make better content. And
then, I love you saying this, but he watches all this restream stuff for about Rich. But that's fine, though. That's fine. That's cool.
And make money. I'd rather do that than go after them. You see, it's more productive for everyone on this planet for me to just ignore them and do positive things with my time in my life. So that's my attitude, okay?
That's the attitude.
Now, I've already said this. They just better hope I never hit the lotto.
And then I love this fucking corny-ass, lame-ass, stupid-ass fucking threat. They better hope I don't win the lotto. So you're gonna win so if he wins the lotto, I would have loved to see him explain to Kat why he can't take her on a kick-ass honeymoon or vacation with that money, and that money has to go into suing detractors. Kat, I know we said that we want to go to Japan, and I want to go to Italy because I'm Italiano. But I gotta sue my detractors, okay? I gotta sue them. I gotta show them that if they mess with the king, they get the hearts. I would love to see that discussion go down.
If I ever were to come into money and I just find myself suddenly with a lot of free time, just on principle, I would go after them.
Again, if Nintendo did this, he would say, wow, guys, Nintendo, they sued a gamer for emulating a Mario game. Guys, Nintendo sued somebody for making Mario a bad guy. They sued this guy. But when it's him, yeah, I'm gonna fucking sue them. I'm gonna fucking ruin their lives. Wow, man, you're so fucking cool, man. Everyone loves people who fantasize about suing people. They're never seen as, like, pathetic, desperate pieces of shit that that only care for the money, right? And he says this thing about principle. If it's about principle, then he should do it now. That would be more like symbolic of principle than I gotta wait until I make a lot of money, because that just means you're in it for the money. But again, it's not a winning look to want to sue people for something as petty as, oh wow, this guy restreamed you. Like, who are you, man? Like, at least a TV studio could argue, well, there's multiple people who worked on this, and you're restreaming this, that's taking money from people who worked on it, or whatever. But his content is so lazy and bad. It's just, okay, start record, stop record, start record, stop record, start record, stop record. That's how much effort he puts.
Okay, just on principle. I wouldn't even care about the money. I just want to show them that you just can't do whatever you want in life and get away with it. You can't be malicious and hurt others because you think it gets you.
But what about karma? This dude goes on and about karma. But now he's like, well, I need to sue them so they know that they're actually got consequences.
Ahead. These scumbags should be taken down, but I'm not the guy to do it. You know, I'm not within the means.
With that logic, I think anyone that streams Nintendo games and shits on Nintendo, they should be sued by Nintendo. I think Nintendo should sue DSP for the years of slander. Because he's saying that because he said all this kind of fucked up shit about Nintendo. I think he needs to be sued by Nintendo. Because he's kind of slandering the company. Like, he says that they don't make toys, they're not a toy company. He doesn't know that they started off as a toy company. He said that all they care about is money, all this other stuff, and they think that they're elitist. I mean, these are slanderous statements. I think Nintendo should sue DSP. They have the money to do it. They should.
You know, I just don't have it. Maybe someone else can do it. I would never be able.
Maybe someone else can do it. I'm sorry if someone else does it. Then they should go to jail. That should not be allowed. I'm gonna sue you on behalf of someone else. Like, fuck off. Like that. You want to be such a fucking like no life bitch.
To do it, I'd rather just make content for you guys. Okay.
All right.
So that's all I have to say about that. Is it within my means or within my rights to do it? Yes. Is it within my means to do it? Not really. I would have to stop making the kind of content that I make to go to court to sue these people, and I don't care.
I don't.
Okay.
How do you not care when you fantasize about making a lot of money to sue them? I don't care, but if I had the money, I would. I don't care. He only doesn't care because he can't do it right now. If it was made for any idiot to sue people, he definitely would. Like if YouTube had like a feature that allowed that, like, you know, that there's like that meme post from by Elon on Twitter saying, I will help sue people if they're like wrongfully whatever the fuck he said. Like, that's what DSP needs. He needs someone like someone as dumb as Elon Musk to like sue people on his behalf, basically.
Stin just did a $5 super chat and says, the trolls are gross. You're great. Today's my anniversary, by the way. I love you, Amber. Well, happy anniversary to Stin.
Wow, what a great way to celebrate your anniversary, man. Amber is so lucky. Man, Amber should tune in and be like, wow, you gave him $5 to this guy. Wow, I think it's time that we end it. All right, let's move on positively. You know what? Let's do a little bonus thing. Let's fucking talk about this.
Noon is drinking time. Banana. Everyone wants me to start with the I've got banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze.
Man, I love that he knows this. Like, I love when people ask him, sing the banana song, Phil. He's like, no, that's fucking stupid. Only dumb idiots want me to sing the banana song. I don't even know what it is. But when it's in a position where he can benefit off of it, he'll definitely sing it. Like, if the game has bananas, he'll sing it. If he has banana in front of him, he'll sing about it. Like, that's when he'll sing it. Not offhand, like a performing monkey, even though, like, he kind of is a performing monkey. But, guys, he doesn't do stunts, he doesn't do dances. By the way, he did a dance for the $100 tip he got. Let's watch the $100 tip dance.
Screen? Yeah, these look great. You should still. That's. Who gives a fuck? About to have. See? With Dominic Cass.
Remember, guys, you watched. What was it? Was it a countdown? They said it. I don't do stunts. I don't dance.
To say today.
And look at this.
Back to the dancing.
Guys, he doesn't dance. He doesn't dance like these other streamers.
See? Why should I sue people when I'm sitting here having fun? And chilling with all of you.
Oh, man.
Back to the dancing. See? Why should I sue people when I'm sitting here having fun?
I love he says this, but then he always, like, says, well, if I make a lot of money, I'll have a lot of time to sue, guys. I can sue. Oh, man. Sue. But then he's like, well, why should I care? Because he can't. Sour grapes.
Chilling with all of you. Great studio setup. About to play some fun games all day. About to have some booze. Get a little tips.
He mocked Rich from having a minimalist setup, by the way. He actually did. And this kind of looks like that. Maybe a little bit worse, but it looks more depressing. It looks more depressing. Like this looks like that cat moved out and she took the kids. She took the house and he's streaming in like a little shack.
See why? What?
I love that. He stops doing the arm thing and he's still like bouncing up and down. Did he forget to turn off the vibrator?
What do I worry about? What do I care about? Who gives a shit about these losers who have to steal my content to be pertinent, right? Who gives a fuck?
How are we stealing your content? Your content's still on your channel, man. Anyway.
Here we go. So Dominic with $100 tip. Let's get this on the leaderboard first of all.
Oh, I think. What did he say? What did he say?
Wow. That springs us up a lot, does it not?
Wow.
We're almost to our first goal hit of the stream. Wow. All right. He said, I just wanted to send some support your way. I sent you an email recently about your RPG playthroughs. No rush at all. Hoping it didn't get lost in the shuffle. Thanks for all the great content. I received, I'm not even kidding, probably about 10 emails about the future of RPG playthroughs on my channel. They ranged from the following. Just listen to this. Phil, I want you to play RPGs again. If we talk about it, I would be willing to show up and directly support.
Oh my god, these people are so again. You know what? Okay, I'm glad I played this because this goes right into what I said earlier. Isn't this grooming? He has people emailing them. Like, he's like, guys, I need people to commit to like RPG playthroughs. They need to commit. And then and all this other stuff. And now he's getting people emailing, Phil, I will give you money. That's kind of fucking grooming. You're grooming people to give you money for playing RPGs. And the thing that's so disgusting about this is that he's gonna use these emails to justify playing the Boomer Suikoden fucking collection. But he won't play Metaphor. Because Metaphor is already dead. Metaphor died so Suikoden can fucking be played. See how fucking nasty that is? And I have a feeling these people... Either they're probably open for both, honestly. Let's be real. They're probably fine with Suikoden. But I do think that a lot of these people want to play Metaphor. But he's not going to because he died on the hill of, well, it's already old. No one cares about Metaphor. But he wants to play fucking Suikoden. As if that's relevant. Like... I'm fine. I'm probably gonna get Suikoden as well. Let's be real here. I'm probably gonna play that game too. I'm not gonna fucking dog on it fully, but if I were to stream it, I would have streamed Metaphor. I mean, I'm gonna stream Metaphor eventually once I decide I'm ready to stream. I'm still playing the game offline, whatever the fuck. But this dude, like, just wants to just play these boomer RPGs. Like, those get more of a serious consideration, except for fucking Metaphor, because it's too old already. Dude, it's the newest RPG. Why not just play it? And this is the guy like, I want to play Metaphor. And then he's never going to play it. He'll never play it. It's done. And meanwhile, there's all these other games where it's like, I want to play it, I'm gonna play it, but not Metaphor. This dude is like fucking disgusting.
For RPG playthroughs. Wow, that sounds good.
Man, this is like fucking nasty. This is nasty.
Phil, I think you should never play RPGs again. I heard that one. And then,
oh my god, dude. Well, this is such a fucking awful segment. Like, honestly. I thought, okay, it's gonna be like something to shrug off. I almost skipped it. I did not even, I wrote down the times I wanted to talk about. But I was like, what, let's watch this. This dude had such a fucking bitch segment on 2 of the year-end countdowns about RPGs. He then gets fucking emails saying, Phil, I love JRPGs, I'll give you money. And then he gets one that says, I fucking hate RPGs. But this dude literally says, my audience does not like RPGs, and they don't let me play them. And now suddenly he's like, well, I got these 2 fucking conflicting things, guys. Like, fucking shut up.
And then all levels of input.
Like, what is the point of asking for feedback if this is how you respond to it? And then I get emails in between. Man, it's really like it wasn't about the audience, right? Like, dude, it's so obvious that it's just like, it's all case by case. This dude is so dense, and he wants to be such a little baby about not playing RPGs. But in reality, they get just as much support as any other game. People lose interest in playthroughs anyway. People have lost interest in a lot of games. But this dude wants to blame a genre, or that his audience doesn't like it, but he gets an audience that's, like, varied, I guess, or whatever. Like, dude, come on.
Between. Phil, you should still play RPGs, despite the fact that they get support or not, even though that completely countered the idea of good business. And
how does that counter? The guy said you should play it regardless of support. And he's like, oh, I don't think there's no sense about good business. Why did he make it good business and say, like, okay, I'll play Metaphor, like, once a week? But no, that's dumb and awful, because then it'll take forever to beat the game, as we have the politics channel that will go on indefinitely, because, you know, politics doesn't end, by the way. You know, it's always ongoing. We're gonna have politics 4 years from now, 8 years from now, forever, till the day we die. Until the day the earth explodes, we will have politics. But that we can do that once a week, every week, once a week, or whatever the fuck. But we can't do that for RPGs like Metaphor. Okay.
And this is, wow, this is a good animation too. On the screen for what I'm rare tricks.
And then we just
anyway. Or moving forward, what we're gonna do.
Oh.
In regards to RPGs, I'm still on the fence about it.
Still on the fence. This dude sounded as if it was definitive that we're never getting RPGs again. But now it's on the fence because guess what? Suikoden Collection's coming out. And that one he wants to play because it's a boomer collection of his childhood. So his nostalgia and boomer shit gets priority over the new shit. Because fuck New Age, right? This dude is so fucking lame. And it's like it's with his the gaming countdowns, the tier list. Even go watch any of the tier lists. Link to the Past, that was such a classic, it started it all, S tier. And it's like, that's what you base your fucking tiers on? Not like your own personal enjoyment, but just, oh, this starts everything. Okay.
I'm still not sure how to handle it, or moving forward, what we're gonna do. So, we'll talk about it in the future, as RPGs start to come out, and we'll decide if I'm gonna play them or not. Like, notably, the next one coming out would probably be the Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii game, and then right after that is the Suikoden collection. So we got to talk about it. Like, here's the thing. I really don't think we could ever play more than one RPG at a time. I think...
Why not ignore Suikoden and then play Metaphor instead? Because that game is probably going to be more interesting to people than Suikoden.
We have to, at max, only have one RPG in the rotation of games I'm playing. That's the only way it will ever work. Okay, if I do more than that, people are going to be disengaged and stop showing up. But I don't know how to go about it. Like, for example, if I had to choose between the Like a Dragon game and the Suikoden collection, I would rather play the Suikoden collection. Those are classic games from my youth.
Yeah, of course.
I want to share with all of you.
Has to relive. This is not a midlife crisis, by the way. It's from my youth, man. Fucking shut up.
I've had with them because they're amazing games. So we have to think about it. All right, we have a lot to talk about coming up.
I can't really talk because I played fucking Digital Devil Saga and Dragon Guard 3 at some point.
Jade, what's up? 43 months is
up. Whatever. I mean, those are at least fun games. Okay. I was debating if I wanted to do the gaming news, but I kind of don't, because he complains that I'm just gonna talk about this whole segment here. We're not gonna watch it, but this dude was talking about this fucking controller that looks like the PS5 controller that's for Xbox, and DSP's like, why would they do? And like he was like freaking out, but people were probably making a joke that uh it's blasphemous that you would put a Sony controller on the on a Microsoft product, like, but he took that seriously. Like he saw that and took it seriously because he can't read tone, whatever. But then it was like, let's compare the controller. He gets out of his fucking baby seat to get two of these controllers to compare them, which he has already done, by the way. But it is such a meaningless comparison. Like, you could already know the difference by just looking at them anyway. Like, whatever. Like, it's not like I'm comparing a hitbox or a leverless controller to a joystick. Like, that's a little bit more of a unique thing to talk about. And especially with like leverless, there's a lot of different ones out there. Like, there's the Razer Hitsune, there's the brand hitbox, and then there's junk box. I did order a junk box. Leverless. I want to see how that is, because I can do the firmware updates on my phone, so it's not like tied to like whatever. So that's cool. And you can replace the button, so it's a little more customizable than the Razer one, I think. So because that's my one complaint with the Razer. Every winter, literally every winter, I have like my skin on my finger gets all fucking dry, so I always have to put like fucking ointments and shit, whatever, and that gets on everything. If I touch anything right after, so I can't change the button, so like all that grease is stuck there, and like I guess I could clean it, but once it's done, it's like basically done. So with this having like replaceable buttons, I feel like, okay, at least I can like change the buttons every so often, at least. So like that's why I want to try it out. So I'll see how that feels. So I'm trying stuff out. I like the hitbox the most when I used it. Since I stopped using it, it feels so awkward to me now. But I can't update it, so it doesn't have the update where if you press up and down at the same time, it goes to neutral. It's supposed to do that. I have it so like if I'm holding down and I press up, I still jump, and they could ban me from tournaments, so I can't use that hitbox like competitively. So it's like that's the only bummer, because they don't make these fucking updates for Mac. I know, guys, it's fucking bullshit. This is Mac discrimination. That's what it is.
It feels a little bit more form fitting.
But it's such bullshit. Like that. Like I could tell you more about the difference of like a fight stick and a hitbox, and that'd be more interesting of like a video, than this. But whatever. Okay, let's move on. I put a time set for an hour and 12 minutes. Why? Why?
Here we go again.
Oh yeah, this is the.
All right, guys. All right, is Ash here?
All right, guys. Is Ash here? Is Ash here, guys?
Here. This is so ridiculous. These people are. I'm sorry. People are so slow and dumb. I'm sorry to say it. They just are.
By the way, this is a $1.50 tip. He told us like what last month that he'll no longer read tips that are $1 that are less than $5 that are stupid. They have to be intelligent. If you want him to just read it, tip him $5, right? Remember that rule? That went away within a day.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I've said this a million times, but no one listens to me. Okay? If you genuinely believe that, like, because someone is how can I say?
How can I say?
Criticizing someone or razzing someone or even trolling someone, it doesn't mean that they hate them. Guys, I want you to tell.
There's so many times he has accused detractors who make videos about him that are criticizing him that they hate him. Like he said that about like Tevin, he said that about the SOK, he said that about a lot of people. And this dude is sitting there like saying, "You guys, just because someone does that, yeah, because he gets benefit from Kino Casino. That's all it is." Like, and man, I really should find where he said that he gives like Kino Casino like he pretty much gave them permission to make fun of him for life, basically.
Tell you something. If every single person who ever brought up something, negative
And this is bullshit too.
About me or made fun of me, if every single one of them, if I made them like my enemy, I would have no one left to talk to. Do you understand?
Again, this isn't what people are saying. The stuff that Kino Casino has been saying about DSP is stuff DSP has complained about other people saying about him for years. For years. He said this, that people who say this, they're not giving me a fair shake. Fuck them, they're awful people. Kino Casino does it. Guys, I love them. They're so cool. Like, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit in reality. And then in this logic, like, he starts off talking about suing detractors for restreaming him, for saying that he's a doo-doo head, to then say, well, if I was antisocial with everyone, then like, like, come on, man.
Understand that?
You understand that?
You know that, right? Like, it's been a decade. Everyone dumps on Darkside Phil. Did you notice that? I mean, where have you been, living in a fucking cave?
Dude, he said, and again, at the beginning of this, he told us that people like him now. He said that even during the King streak, the King arc, people like him now. People don't see me as a heinous villain anymore. And now he's like, well, people still don't like me, man. Okay.
All right. So last night on Kino Casino,
bruh, look at Mega Man.
Dumps on Darkside Phil.
Literally rolling his eyes. Even Mega Man is like, yeah, this is a load of bullshit. Like, get a load of this guy.
Oh, did you notice that? I mean, where have you been, living in a fucking cave? All right.
It's
so
like, here you go again.
Last night on Kino Casino,
why do you think that was a
there was they had a guest, and the guest was talking a little bit about me. So they brought me up for like a small segment where they were bringing up stuff like, Phil spent all his money on WWE champions and he scammed his viewers, and here's him trying to eat cup soup or cup noodles with a fucking.
Dude, he literally got mad at people for doing like other people would watch and they would give me a chance. They would say, you would think I'm a scammer. But then when Kino Casinos, they're so cool, man. Slurpy slurp.
Spoon. And here's him trying to unbox a game, but there's a fire alarm going on. All the common stuff.
By the way, I watched the clip. Dude, so Andy said, well, you see, Phil was trying to review a game. And I sat there and was like, oh my god. DSP would semantics the fuck out of this if it wasn't Kino Casino. Because it wasn't a review, idiot. It was an unboxing. Like, dude, if let's say that I told that to someone, like, yeah, guys, Phil tried to review Final Fantasy 13 and the fire alarm was going off. What an idiot. I told that to some random guy. DSP would say, so this guy, right? This Theo does streams. Theo does it. I don't fucking know. He has so many names. Does streams, what the fuck, man? Pick a late, idiot. So he tells these people that, like, I reviewed Final Fantasy 13. Wrong, idiot. It was an unboxing video. My god, these people are fucking brain dead. Their mouths really stupid. But since it's Andy, his gaming soulmate, well, he gets what they were saying. Man, wow.
Gone over. But what is it's funny stuff. I agree.
Oh, it's funny stuff.
See that segment, I laugh my ass off. I think it's funny.
So they go into the past to make fun of Phil. And that's fine, that's funny, that's great, yippity-doo-dah-day. But Rich goes back and thinks that the FAP is hilarious. And that's fucked up and obsessed and stalker, creepy, weird, pathetic, stupid, whatever the fuck. Wow, it's really like, it's okay for Kino Casino because Kino Casino gave him a whole new influx of whales and people so stupid they will defend this guy. All off of the premise that he's exploiting people like Jane. I also want to bring that up. I have a timestamp because he kind of goes into it, but the one of the reasons why like PPP and Kino Casino are defending Phil and all this stuff is because they think it's funny that DSP is like milking special needs people. Now, you know, before we found out that DSP banned Lights for Soul from tipping because of chargebacks, he said he banned Lights for Soul because he called his entire community autistic. So it's very performative of him to pretend as if he really cares that people call his fans slow or special, even though he gets mad about it if a detractor said that. But it's very clear he doesn't give a fuck. He only gives a fuck when he can look like a victim and he can look like a good guy. But if Kino Casino does it, well, that's just funny. They're just razzing people at the expense of his own community. Like I you know, we'll get to it when we get to it because it's a very unique statement what he says.
Shit, I think it's like, dude, they're doing the usual best of shit. It's like the best of montage, right? It is. It's like the funniest, dumbest shit. It's the dumb shit I've done over the years. What everyone talks about, what everyone laughs at. Again, right?
Honestly, the fapping could be seen as the best of. Think about it. How often do you see people accidentally leave the camera on and fap in such a unique way? Like, dude, he went to a room where he streams and was like, didn't even check if the camera was on. Like, he did it during he did start stream. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, dude, if you're gonna fap, at least make sure OBS is closed. Who knows what OBS is doing, right?
Like, I don't get it. Like, what's the problem exactly? If I watch it and I'm like, that's funny shit. Why? You want to know who has a problem with it?
But then I love that, like, he's getting mad at people who are like, wow, they're making fun of Phil. Like, anyone can have that statement. See, again, this is more grooming, guys. This is another grooming session. He wants his audience to pretty much be okay with Kino Casino and just Kino Casino making fun of them because it's razzing and in good fun. But he gets mad when detractors say the same shit. And he's telling them, well, don't get mad that they do this. But these people are getting are just watching Kino Casino like, dude, they're like making fun of this guy. And this and that. Like, they're just reacting to like stuff that DSP said that was fucked up in the past. And they get rewarded by getting mocked by the guy they're defending. Like, really? Imagine you're a fan of DSP and the person that you don't want to see being made fun of is telling you it's okay that they make fun of me. Wow.
By detractors, because they want to act like this is some heinous shit going on. It's so bad.
The detractors aren't saying this is heinous or it's so bad. They're literally saying how dumb DSP is and how much of a bitch he is. Because he literally is. He Derek posts in Kino Casino's chat. Dude, I've never seen a 40-year-old act the way DSP acts in anyone's chat. This dude goes into their chat. They could be watching fucking like Chris Chan shit. Dude, like,
okay, guys, you should watch me play Street Fighter 6, and I'm trying to learn down Seaman, and you guys can destroy me.
Like, that doesn't make you look cool. You look like a fucking pathetic little bitch. Like, this dude, it really just comes off as like a bottom feeder. Like, just a dude that's just there and just like, oh, please beat on me, daddy. Like, that's like it's this kind of fetish shit, man.
Right? That they would like make fun of Phil. They made fun of Phil before.
And by the way, this is the dude that like mocked like Boogie and Wings for being beholden to Daddy Keem. He literally says like, okay, Daddy Keem. Like, I wonder if Big Go can pick up on that. Daddy Keem. Oh man.
And Daddy Keemstar said, say this shit about Rich. Yes, Daddy Keem. Fuck you, you even fatter failure fuck.
So he's insulting Boogie for being fat, but he's fat. I don't get that.
I don't get that.
I don't get that at all. He's basically calling him fat. Like, dude, you are also fat, right? You are also that size. So,
well, maybe it's like, you know, it's okay. You know, fat people making fun of fat people, whatever. Oh, this one was deleted. No. Tim at night. Oh, okay. See, he says it about Rich. I know exactly what this. So this. Damn it! That was a deleted podcast. We lose. No. Oh my god! I can't believe it. Damn it! Maybe someone re-uploaded, but damn it, that was like a banger podcast. Because he literally is like, oh, Rich wishes he was Keem, and he says, okay, Daddy Keem. To midnight, oh, I pray to Daddy Keem. And look at the title, an end to the drama. That is Review Tech USA Good Riddance in 2022. Oh man. Well, let's see what Keem brings up. Oh man. RT has his own incident. Oh man. The thumbnail changed for this, I think. Was that the thumbnail he used? I thought it was the one with the Wolverine the Wolverine meme. I don't know. Whatever. Responding to the drama. Responding to Boogie. RT backs out of his podcast. Oh man. Why am I doing this? I could just do this. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, I can do it this way. Right. Correct. August. Then let's do September.
Hey, Phil, I've watched your collab with Keem and you're doing great. We're all rooting for you. Thank you.
We're all rooting for you. Man, it really sounds like DSB is like is handling something. The decompression show. Oh man. Damn. Talking about a lot about Keem and the decompression show. Keem versus Duty? I flush him today. Man, I think about every time I see that, I think of that one meme of that Halloween movie. Evil Dies Tonight! I love that. People can say whatever they want about that movie. That is the best that came out of it. I need to get that clip in my soundboard. Evil Dies Tonight. Yes!
Rich is a bully. Keemstar's a bully. These people are all bullies. They're career bullies, right? So I'm fascinated by the story. I want to know what's going on. And I honestly hope.
Okay, enough of this. Let's just continue.
They're going to keep making fun of Phil. If Phil's not offended, why would anyone be? I make fun of Phil. They made fun of Phil before.
Why did they go on that rant?
They want to act like this is some heinous shit.
Because I was saying, like, it's not that it's big, it's just that he's a little bitch to them. Like, if this was anyone else, he'd be crying about it.
Going on. It's so bad, right? That they would, like, make fun of Phil. They made fun of Phil before. They're gonna...
Yeah, but why did... But, like, again, if it wasn't that big of a deal, why did you ask them to apologize, right? He asked, like, what, PPP to apologize for calling his wife stupid or whatever the fuck? But it's joking. They're joking.
Gonna keep making fun of Phil. If Phil's not offended, why would anyone be? I'm the one being made fun of.
So then why is it that when like the trolls make fun of him, that's seen as negative, awful, heinous actions? But when they do it, oh man, you're so cool. Like, Mirka put a meme up and it's so funny. He was like, PB called him like a fat scammer, whatever the fuck, and then DSP says, "Oh, you're so sweet, Mr. Triple." Sir Triple. And then like the next panel is like Tevin saying that. He's like, hello, human resources? Literally that. He is the living meme of that.
And if I'm okay with it, then no one should have issue with it. I think it's funny. I legit wish I was there. I would have laughed my ass off. If I was watching it live, I didn't get to watch it live. I would have had a good time with it too.
I think they should do that to his face. Like, they should just go off. Like, again, this is what I said at the beginning of the fucking Kino Casino arc, is that in order for DSP to, like, be against them and feel betrayed, they have to, like, spell it out like he's a fucking baby who's thrown down the stairs. Like, that's how dumb you have to treat him. Because it's DSP.
Dude, that's funny stuff. Everyone makes fun of me for that shit. So why? I don't get it. But again, the morons of the...
But watch. If there's something new that people make fun of for... Like, okay, let's bring this up. Yeah, I brought this up in the last video, I think, because he had a guy who tipped him or whatever with the name Bone and Chicken is Work, right? And he's like, oh, Bone and Chicken is Work, what a great name. Which before that, he had a little rant saying, look, this guy's name is Bone and Chicken is Work, and apparently trolls think it's like a big deal that I don't like eating chicken with bones in it. Like, look, I go out. Like, he felt the need to explain why he doesn't like eating chicken with bones in it or whatever. Like, he felt the need to explain that to us instead of just thinking that's funny. Bone and Chicken is Work. Like you could think that's funny, okay? Because it's. Dude, DSP's not the first person to come up with the opinion, I don't like bones in my chicken. Like, I don't think DSP's the first person to think that. I mean, that's half the reason why people may not like fish. Because fish, you may get a piece of fish that has, like, a little tiny bone in it. And those are more of a pain to deal with than a fucking chicken bone, in my opinion. But, he reads that, gets offended that people think it's funny that he doesn't like bone in his food. Bones in his food or whatever the fuck. And it's the same with the Penne meme. But then, like, when other people find it funny that he approves of, like, Kino Casino, then it will be funny. But he can't do it on his own. He needs other people to tell him it's funny. For him to think it's funny. Like, that's how much of a bitch he is. He can't even, like, reasonably think Bone and Chicken is Work, because he, at the end of the day, he probably suspects the account Bone and Chicken is Work is gonna be a troll that's gonna say like negative things in chat all day. But why have that assumption off the bat when you could just laugh at the name, and then when he does fucked up shit in chat, then you could ban him or have fun with him, or I guess, or whatever the fuck. But why isn't that funny? Why can't he laugh at that on his own? But I guarantee if PPP was like, Andy, okay, Andy, listen, Phil doesn't like eating, but he thinks, okay, that bone and chicken is work. Yes, he thinks it's work. The king thinks that eating chicken with bones in it is work. The king should not be eating food with bones in it, okay? Like if PPP had a segment like that, DSP would then laugh at it. But since PPP didn't laugh at it yet, it's not funny and it's fucked up.
Internet want to be like, well, don't you get it? He really hates your guts. Yes. Let me tell you, Ashton hates my guts. That's why we just did a 2.5 hour.
Dude, you're a fucking tool to him though. Like, he literally said on Twitter that, like, because someone said, like, to the effect of, like, they can't get rid of DSP now. Like, he's just kind of like, once you're involved with this guy, he will never leave. He's that guy that will linger in like, you'll have a party and you have that one guy that will stay longer than they should. Like, let's say the party ends at midnight and this guy will stay there until like 5 a.m. That's DSP. That's DSP. And PPE responded to that. Yeah, I know, like that for that's what it is with him. But like I just want this wrestling show so I can just fucking talk to someone about wrestling. Like that's literally it. It has nothing to do with liking him or anything. It's literally just he wants to get something out of him, and it's the same thing with Phil. Let's be real here. As much as PPP is using Phil's also using them, honestly. That's why DSP will never, like, insult them or razz them back, because he doesn't want to potentially lose the cash cow and defense force that they are to him, basically.
Our wrestling commentary show with each other, where we played well off each other. It was a successful show. We want to work together moving forward in the future. He must really hate my guts. Are you retarded?
Man, it has nothing to do with hating your guts. Like, no one has big, like, I don't hate DSP's guts. I think he's fucking stupid as fuck, and I dislike him. But I mean, come on, dog. Not like that he says a fucking R slur, obviously.
I mean, no, honestly. I know.
Honestly.
Well, that's insulting to say.
This dude, he's such a child. He says on Twitter,
"I'm using the root meaning of the word."
And then he says here, this is what that's mean to say. Very obvious he really does mean the actual word that's offensive. Like, I've said this in so many videos. I'm not gonna tell you how to talk. I'm not gonna say, oh, don't use this word or whatever. I'm just gonna say I don't like using the word because it is a slur and I don't want to like use slurs and I don't want that to be a natural thing in my vocabulary because I just don't want to do that because I just don't want to like just. I would much rather be more creative with my insults. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dog? But this guy was going on and on and on and on about how he's so PC and he understands words are offensive. I never use hateful slurs ever, and that pisses me off. And then he just goes on and on about saying slurs. I thought it pisses you off, Phil. Okay.
I can't figure it out.
I wonder what Jade's mom thinks about that. Because I remember, like, there was like I think a Twitter post from Jade's mom saying like because she, to be fair, I think she like I see where she's coming from. Like if you're told that like your son is like, I don't know how to describe it, like just a subject of like a talking point of detractors and all this stuff, that would be kind of weird. So I do see where Jade's mom's coming from about that. But what does Jade's mom think? That DSP is just freely saying the R slur, just like as if it's like nothing. Because I kind of feel that Jade's mom probably wouldn't like that language being used, right? Correct?
How else could you even think that? I mean, no, honestly. I know. Well, that's insulting.
I like he laughs and then he mocks like the idea of like being insulting to say.
I can't figure it out. How else could you even think that? So we want to work together moving forward in the future. He must really hate my guts. Are you retarded?
Like, it will be really funny though. Like in reality, if it gets to the point that they just don't want to do this show and all this stuff, this will be really funny. But we'll see what happens.
I mean, no, honestly. I know. Well, that's insulting to say. I can't figure it out. How else could you even think that?
So then maybe you should be mad at detractors making fun of him then, because like I mean they pretty much said like honestly Kino Casino said stuff that's like almost worse than the shit I say, but they basically say the same things detractors have been saying about him for years, and he's been crying about that. Okay.
There you go. Big Papa Phil just said, for years, people have, well, he didn't say for years. I'm adding this. People are asking Phil to laugh at himself. Now he finally is. Right.
But again, he's not laughing at himself in any meaningful way. Again, he didn't laugh at the username Bone In Chicken is work. Like, That's not laughing at yourself. Like, okay, let's see if Big Go can find it. We're just gonna get rid of this. It may not find it because I think it was in a pre-stream on a night stream. So, but it happened. It definitely happened. He sat there and was like, he had to explain why detractors are wrong for laughing at the notion that he thinks that bone and chicken is work. Okay.
Exactly. Look, I can now watch this stuff back, and I can laugh at it as much as you guys. Listen, me doing an unboxing.
If you find a brand new meme that's making fun of Phil, just see how quickly he laughs at it versus if he gets mad about it. Because 9 out of 10 times he'll get mad about a new meme. Like that was the banana song. So apparently the trolls think it's funny that I sing a banana song. Wow, what a bunch of idiots. Let's even see if Pig Go can find that. Banana song.
The banana song from Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, look at this.
No, everyone says that as a quote. Right? And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Just like the banana song from Donkey
but this is him laughing at himself, by the way.
Kong 64. Listen, I'm not mentally stunted.
Oh, he's not mentally stunted. Okay, this is him laughing at himself, guys. Are you laughing? Guys, he's laughing. And this was what? 2024, August 2024.
I don't know what you're referencing, stupid.
I don't know what you're referencing, stupid.
People don't sit to a little song that I improv during an N64.
I don't.
Listen, I'm not mentally stunted. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. Normal people don't sit to a little song that I improv during an N64.
Says the context.
64 Donkey Kong playthrough
cool.
And play it back 17 times a day listening to it like you're a mentally challenged idiot. No.
Again, he's getting mad at people just singing the song, sing the banana song. This is him laughing at himself.
No one understands your memes because they're dumb. They're for dumb children mouth droolers,
dumb
you
children
fucking morons. I don't understand what you're saying because I'm not on your level. I'm up here, you're down here.
This is him laughing at himself.
I can't hear you. You're below me.
You're below me. And again, look at this. During King's Arc. So, this is during all the time where Kino Casino is dogging on this guy. Dogging on him. But he's laughing at himself. But the banana song, I'm up here, you're daddy, I'm not mentally stunted. I'm laughing at myself, by the way. Man, why do people get so are like considering Kino Casino or trolling Phil? I wonder why.
Video where all I do is get tortured by a fire alarm for 25 minutes and I never open the box. That's fun.
Yeah, that's what they're laughing at. That you didn't open the box, not that you made the brilliant decision to like do the video during that and not after.
Funny. At one point, I wasn't self-aware. All right, and I would watch that, and I would actually be like, "Oh, how dare you make fun of me? How dare you?"
Dude, it wasn't that long ago. It was August of 2024, and I'm sure you can find other instances of that. Even after that. Again, the bone and chicken is work is literally the most recent example of him not laughing at himself. It's the most recent example.
Insult me and say that. Now I watch it, I'm like, dude, that's genuinely funny shit. What a
At this point, if you get that attitude from him, like if someone comes in with another meme that's making fun of him and he responds, "Well, what a great name," they should just respond, "I thought you laughed at yourself now." And then he's gonna give you the whataboutism, like, well, no, see, what they do is cool, but this is like hyper focusing on the minutia. Fucking find.
Moron I was. That was hilarious, dumb shit. You know, but that's because this is modern Phil. I grew up. I matured. I'm in the same shoes as all of you. I watch myself from an outside perspective. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This is so dumb.
Oh
Right?
my
I was such an
Lord.
idiot.
Oh my
Right?
God.
I look at all the dumb WWE championship, how I lied about it for the longest time and everything. I look at it, I'm like, this is so dumb. Right? I was such an idiot. Right? I look at all the dumb WWE championship, how I lied about it for the longest time and everything. I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I was a moron.
Yeah.
You know, this is fine. Now I can laugh about it. But it's like people don't want to just admit that things are different. They want to be like, well, he's the same guy, so
you are though. Again, you got mad at someone with the name Bone and Chicken is
that means
worse,
see,
my guy.
you're your villain. They hate your guts and shit. Really?
Really?
Really? And here's the thing too. Right now, if I were to make fun of Ash, if I were to make fun of Andy,
Do it then.
do you think they're gonna be fucking offended?
Why doesn't he do it then? The most he'll say is that they're grifting and that like they they mostly said like maybe he even said that they beg. Maybe. But it's always in a positive light. Like, why not make fun of PPP's butthole? Why not make fun of Andy's cocaine stuff? I don't know. Like, what about that? Huh?
They don't
Why not
care.
about Amy Mammoth?
We don't care. We
You don't
laugh at this
care.
shit. You know, the thing is, I don't really make that kind of content. You know, like maybe one day I would. I don't know, but I don't really do
What?
that. So I'm not gonna.
One day he would make that. Oh my God! He said, like last week? Maybe even during the year-end series, that he will never do drama content. Oh, you guys don't like when I do drama content. Now we're back to saying, well, maybe I will do that in the future.
Sit here and have it's the time to kind of dump on them segment because I just don't do those
What?
segments. That's not my
Dump on
forte.
What?
So I'm not gonna sit here and have it's the time to kind of dump on them segment because I just don't do those segments. That's not my forte. I could, but why I don't feel like it. They're good at it. They're funny, man.
They're funny, man.
There you go. Ashton says there's a difference between friends having fun, talking about this stuff, and mentally unhinged psychos who want to hurt Phil's business and make him homeless. Yeah. Do you think that anything...
Oh my God.
There you go. Ashton says there's a difference between
Fucking-
friends having fun, talking about this stuff, and mentally
Oh man. Okay.
unhinged psychos who want to hurt Phil's business and make him homeless. Yeah. Do you think that anything that they said on Kino Casino last night negatively affected me and my business or my...
This dude thinks that, like, Tevin videos have negatively affected his business. Called him a criminal, he should be put in jail, and this and that. Kino Casino saying the same thing. Oh, they're cool, man. They're cool. I love them.
life. They regurgitated the same stuff you've already heard. They laughed at it. They exposed it to someone new, someone who didn't understand the lore. That person now laughs at it. It's, what's the problem
Again,
here?
when people did that before Kino Casino, he said that's fucked up and it's brainwashing and a cult. You laugh because it's like you guys are parrots. Whatever. They do the thing, and it's fun and cool, interactive, chill.
Here. They weren't sitting there on their stream saying, Phil is an absolutely horrible person who doesn't deserve any success, and we wish him the worst, and we hope that he loses everything.
Dude, because they're doing toxic positivity, basically. Because they're enjoying the fact that you're milking your audience, taking their money. That's what they're doing. And he's gonna say, well, it's a joke, guys. Okay, but it's at your fucking fans' expense, my guy. Wow, he really cares about his audience.
They didn't say that.
And,
If they said,
and again, this is like bullshit coming from him when he has wished failure on so many other people. Listen to this.
stream
Listen to it
saying,
again.
Phil is an absolutely horrible person.
He has called other YouTubers horrible people and that they don't deserve success. But my guy, I can make the same accusation about you. Because again, it's a subjective point. People can say all they want that this person doesn't deserve success, this person doesn't deserve a TV show, whatever the fuck. It's just an opinion.
who doesn't deserve any success, and we wish him the worst, and we hope that he...
And he doesn't deserve any success. His content is so boring, and he takes a lot of his anger out on his own audience.
Loses everything. They didn't say that. If they said that, then maybe I'd be like, all right, something's up here.
Dude, look how much they have to go through for DSP to be like, wait a second. And honestly, I don't even think that'd be enough. I don't even think that would be enough. I feel Kino Casino can literally wish DSP death and he'll laugh and clap. Because I don't see that happening. At this point, Kino Casino should start just like pushing the envelope and go more unhinged about it and see what happens. Because honestly, they could, and then DSP can say, "Well, that's fucked up," and then PPP can say, we're just joking, Phil. We love you still. I'm sorry," and he'll come crawling back anyway. Honestly, they should just do that. Fuck it.
Okay, they were just laughing at common shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Again, it's called moving the goalpost. So,
dude, he just moved the goalpost. Again, this is a classic. It's one thing to do this, it's another to do that. Okay, it's one thing to say that, like, I'm a doo-doo-ay. It's another saying that I should die. Like, of course.
Phil never knew how to laugh at himself, okay? So he's not self-aware. He's a dunce, and now we should, make fun of him and deride him and bring him down for that. Okay, so now I'm okay with it. Everyone laugh at the shit. I think it's funny, too. Oh, there's no way. Those people are snaking him. That's not,
Dude, like, if DSP laughs at it, good for him, I guess. I'm happy for him. I'm happy he found people to make fun of him, I guess. Whatever. But just because other people may not see their actions as good faith doesn't mean that it's invalid. Like, you understand that a lot of people can say a lot of things and not mean it, right? This is the guy that said that everyone has lied to him. Acting as if, like, they're being honest with him 100%. Like, I mean, come on.
What? Now why do you always gotta move it, right? It's never good enough.
It's not really moving the goalpost, it's just not acknowledging the situation because you think that they're not being sincere and DSP's falling for it. Like, that's literally what's going on. That pure scene was like, yeah, they're just like, keeping him around as their like punching bag. And DSP's taking it, pretty much. He's pretty much their bitch, basically. Like, he's the equivalent of what Rich is to DSP. Like, DSP is Kino Casino's review tech. Literally. Because that's how DSP treats review tech, and review tech always comes back to Phil. Always. He loves Phil. He can't break off. Like even after that whole interview debacle, he still came back to Phil and gave him money. And that's what DSP is to Kino Casino. Because this dude is so desperate for some kind of like friendship or camaraderie. And this is shit he has said detractors are. Oh, they're detractors. They are seeking for a sense of longing and belonging and all this other corny ass shit. And that's what he's doing.
Fuck these people. That's why I don't pay attention to this shit. Or if I see it, I know. It's funny too, because this morning, right, I got both chats open, YouTube and Kick. And different names.
Okay,
no one in the chats are talking. Realize it's the same people trying to orchestrate drama. I don't give a fuck. It's all good. I told them they could razz me and make fun of me as much as they fucking want. I really don't.
They can make fun of me. Oh man, because they gave him attention. If they did not give him a benefit, he wouldn't be saying this. Like, I mean, to a degree, I hope Kino Casino knows that, because if they don't, then that's something else completely.
Don't believe there's any ill will there. Would we be working together on projects and content if we hated each other?
Again, this is like literally a dude that's getting bullied by, and the person who's getting bullied thinks that the bullies are their friend. Like, dude, these people are like giving you snow that they peed in, and you're eating it. They wouldn't do that. They're my friend.
Are you stupid?
Why would they do that? They said it was lemon juice.
Anyway.
Robert
did
it was iced tea.
$20 super chat. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. He says,
you, Robert.
You take the trolls like a champ. That's why I liked you back in the day, and I like you now. Keep rolling, Phil. Here's the thing. Back in the day, I did not take trolls like a champ. I actually disagree with Robert on this one. Okay, back in the day, I took it all very poorly. This is how you don't play actually got traction. Because when people were making them, instead of me laughing and highlighting them and making my own, I got angry.
Now we're back to saying how this I don't play was cool and interactive fun. But like, was it like last week he was saying it was awful and it ruined his life? I don't know, whatever.
Which is stupid. Okay. You know, that's because I was dumb. And I was ignorant. And I thought that my shit didn't stink. And I thought that I was the best creator. And how dare anyone make fun of me? I mean, now I look at myself like, dude, I'm just a Joe Nobody. I like making content just for the hell of it. People like it, that's great. I make a living doing it, great. I joke about being a king and shit, but I'm just a normal dude.
What's the joke?
And I'm still here after 16 years of people dumping on me. I think that means something, right? So, now I do take it better. I absolutely I do.
Again, I don't think he takes this. Oh my god, guys! I had a bagel for breakfast. But this dude literally sat there and was like, "Yeah, I'm a king." He loved being a king because, like, man, of course that's the meme he likes, right? Okay. He didn't want to be the guy because that was awful, but the king, hell yeah.
Ash says, man, I really want Phil to be a millionaire with financial freedom so bad. Ash, were you here earlier? People actually want me to sue my detractors now.
Ash, they want me to sue my detractors. Isn't that cool?
I'm serious. Like, they're like...
I'm serious. They want me to do it. Oh, man. Dude, I feel eventually it's going to be gaslit to doing it, and it's either going to be the most, like... Because I think people are thinking, right, that, well, Vesus, he's going to lose, like, hugely. But there is a chance he could win. Dumb shit has come out of courts before. I mean, come on.
You do realize that, the live restreams are illegal, and they want me to sue them. I'm like, I'm not going to sue anyone.
I'm not going to sue them.
But they're just lucky that I don't ever hit the lotto.
I'm not going to sue them, but if I hit the lotto, I will. So you do want to sue them.
That would be it. But, I'm not going to hit the lotto. It ain't happening. Okay. What else we want to chat about? We got a little bit 171 now of support at $200. All fruit. I wonder if they make like other.
Okay,
let's do a Lotto on stream.
There's something I want to bring up as well.
What? Grintilda just said to Ash, listen to this.
Listen to this.
Tell Phil to take one freaking free marathon reward shot. You're
Listen to this.
You're gonna ask Ashton, the master of monetization.
The master of monetization. This is his idea, I guess, of razzing Ash. Calling him a master of monetization. That sounds more of a compliment than a fucking razzing.
On Kino Casino to tell me to do something for free? What universe?
I love that he's saying this. Like, Ash will not have me, like, do anything for free. Then why don't you do anything for free? He does nothing for free.
Do you live?
You know, these marathons used to be free, actually. Remember that? He used to do like monthly marathons for free. Now they're not free anymore. Pretty cool, huh?
If you ask, he might tell me to double the requirement to take the shot. He might tell me to not even agree to play Mega Man until I take the second shot, but you guys gotta hit the goal first.
Wow, that's so cool. Like, I love that he's laughing at these jokes about how, like, Ash wants his audience to give him so much money. Like, these jokes are at his audience expense, and he doesn't realize that maybe that's a little negative. But if the trolls say this, that's awful, but Ash says it's funny.
Scratch off, son.
By the way, he made fun of, like, LTG for doing this. So isn't LTG also a master of monetization?
He doesn't turn his face cam on until he gets $30? What an idiot. Okay, Ashton will tell me that I can't start the stream until I get money, guys, okay?
So what if LTG did it as a meme? Huh?
Sundays.
I wonder if there's more to it than that. I don't think so.
Out and I skipped it, right?
Wait, what?
Well, I'd be playing Slitterhead. Well, Slitterhead was something I was interested in.
Oh.
I haven't heard us really talking about it. I don't know how much and how fast I would have to drink, but I don't know. Again, I haven't really tested it. You guys had me drinking the, to do the schedule.
Okay, enough of that. Alright, that is it for this video. I covered what I wanted to cover in this fucking lame-ass, dumb-ass, stupid-ass podcast. But let's check the comments. Was there anything fun? Excellent podcast, Phil. The King. Let's go, Phil. Let's see. Let's do newest. Get to the Mega Man game when you can. I'd gladly watch this. Okay. Wow, this is... Oh, you know what? I wanted to talk about the comments on the year end. I can do that right now, actually. Oh, I guess our noses. My nose, man. Ah, my nose. I think it was in this part.
Everyone, DSP here, and welcome.
Ah, my nose. Ah.
Oh boy, we got big ones. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Okay, let's lock in. We're gonna lock in. I kind of listen to music as I do this. Let's do that. Oh, I'll probably have to. Got an idea. There we go. I don't know how loud it's gonna be in the audio, but my voice is a little overpowering it, so it's fine. Does it hit the YouTube button? I'm just gonna mute the YouTube source. There we go. That way, we don't get double audio. Plenty of people wanted you to play RPGs. No part of wanting to watch you play a game is a promise for support. Everyone and you, most of all, know that you don't have many supporters and depend on bigger contributions from fewer people. Oh my god, hold on. Everyone and you, most of all, know that you don't have many supporters and depend on bigger contributions from fewer people to make your living. That's why it's inconsistent. It has nothing to do with X genre of game. You need to stop holding games hostage and figure out a better way to run this. 10 replies. Holy. Let's read what DSP has to say. The better way to run this would be to completely change the formula of who I am or what I do. What constant lockout drama? What obtrusive plugs, ads, and product shilling? That's what would have to happen. What? Oh man, okay. Oh yeah, because he's only addressing the you have to figure out a better way to run this. But finding a better way to run this doesn't necessarily mean you have to do drama or lolcow drama for that matter. I mean, you could talk about fucking news, I don't know, whatever. Only 2 paths forward are possible if I don't change who I am as the creator. But again, why does he just play like metaphor along with what's it called? With like a game that's doing well, right? Like, oh, this game gets a lot of support. I'll play that alongside metaphor. Why not do that? Why not like maybe do like on a day stream play 2 games at once? Like you play like the first 2 hours you do like metaphor, the next 2 hours you do like Call of Duty, and then at the night stream you do whatever. I don't know. Like why not do something more fluid like that? But whatever. So play games people will support. People actually support the game they want me to play. Aren't these two the same thing? Like it says 2 paths forward. Only 2 paths forward. And it's like, these are the same things. Okay, I mean, I guess that's what it's saying, like, you know, these 2 things are related? Whatever. Wait, this is a cool ass song. I'm gonna favorite this. Yes. Want to see RPGs? Support them! Can't support or just don't want to? Then you have no right to complain! Wow, I thought you don't have to support to like a playthrough, right? Because he says you don't have to give him money to support a playthrough. Like you can just like the streams or whatever the fuck, but now you need to support. Okay, very cool. This stuff, I can't do the DSP voice, guys. I'm getting hungry too, so like, for my own sanity, I'm just gonna like just read this normally. This stopped being a hobby, and started being my source of income in 2011. Wow, that's a cool statement. If you haven't figured out by 2025 that businesses need to make decisions based on what will pay the bills, then I suggest you go watch a zillion sub fake as hell YouTuber who doesn't have to actually base their decisions off of reality. I will never realize that level of insulation. So it's unfair that you'd hold me to that kind of unrealistic standard. Where did this comment even compare him to other people? This is kind of out of nowhere. This guy is just saying you just have to find another way to make him successful. And I've already given it's always wrapped around, well, if I do that, I need to get like a lot of support. But he tells us not every stream can be a supportive stream. Again, he could get a stream that gets $50 in support, and he'd still play the game. But Metaphor has a high bar to clear apparently, and needs constant support. Okay. In summary, support what you want to see, or else don't act surprised and complain when it goes away. But he tells us that people don't have to support. Like, why does he say that on stream where you don't have to support, but here he's telling you have to support? Okay.
Congratulations, you won.
Well, like in all these other comments, he doesn't reply to. I'm not reading all these. I kind of want to just read what DC responds to. But let's go to the best.
Okay, everyone. DSP here.
Everyone. He responded to this. Oh boy. It doesn't help that Tekken is essentially the learn the matchup game. Oh my god. Dude, that's every fighting game. Learn the matchup. Dude, you have to learn the matchup in any fighting game. Are you dumb? Okay. Game to beat certain characters. People in that game at the higher level. You gotta learn how to deal with certain characters' BS. And if you know their character inside out, they just crumple and fall apart. The problem is the amount of characters in Tekken. One day you'll meet a random Kuma who will body you completely because you have no idea what he's capable of. Then you'll never see another Kuma for like 2 to 3 weeks. I use Kuma as an example because he's the ultimate definition of a gimmick character, but actually good. It used to be pretty bad, but gimmicky in Tekken 7. He's way better in Tekken 8. This is one of the best descriptions of competitive Tekken I've read to date. Man, that's embarrassing. That's any fighting game. I can say that about fucking Guilty Gear. Oh yeah, Elphault's a gimmick character. You gotta learn the matchup, bro. She's gonna like do low heavy slash into either grenade or to chain lollipop, and you just gotta deal with it. You gotta learn the highs and lows of that fucking hit string, man. Well, that's any fighting game. Get out of here. Alright. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll stream today. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be streaming when I upload this video. Who knows? But thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everybody.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.